Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Tesla stock and some recent purchases that I made with this one. So as always, that includes transparency with me showing my receipt, including the time that I bought it at, what price I bought it at, and especially the price that I bought it at compared to what it's at currently, and then also me just giving some of my reasoning and justification for this recent purchase. So as always, if you do appreciate these videos and the transparency of me just letting you all know whenever I'm purchasing Tesla stock, then please make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out, and it also of course just lets me know that you all like me having this transparency and letting you all know when I'm buying the stock. So anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and check out the current stock price for Tesla stock. And just addressing the share price currently, it is now at $422.18 per share. And for the normal market hours, we got a plus 2.55% gain. That is $10.59 added on to the share price. And then for the after hours, we have a minus 0.82% loss, which is minus $3.50 from the share price. So overall, we got a nice 1.69% gain today for the normal market hours. So today's been a pretty solid day for Tesla, and not just Tesla, but pretty much across the board with the total stock market as well. As you can see, both NASDAQ and VOO are in the green. So any day that both of these are in the green and Tesla's in the green, then I consider that a really solid stock market day. A lot of the tech stocks surged today, so it isn't just consistent with Tesla. We've seen a lot of other stocks do even better than Tesla for today. But overall, considering everything that's going on right now, especially with the Rona and that whole situation, then the stock market is doing pretty well considering everything, especially with today being a Monday, the start of the week. So far for Tesla stock, we're doing pretty well. But with all of that, of course, we have to also address the most recent purchase that I made today, in which I spent $855 on Tesla stock. So let's just go ahead and check out the receipt for that so I can show you all the exact time that I bought it at and stuff like that. Just all of the extra details that some of you may be interested in. So as you can see, it says I spent $855 on Tesla stock, and that was equivalent almost to 2 shares. It was 1.99148 shares. So that was at a share price of $429.33, and I made this purchase at 10:33 a.m. today. So it was a little bit earlier in the morning, and as I said, $429 for the share price. So I think I purchased it at a price that was actually higher than what it is at currently. So yeah, as you all can see, just looking at the rest of the market, I bought it at around 10 a.m. So that was one of the higher points of the day. However, still, I'm pretty satisfied with this just because of the fact that I don't really mind so much with this small price difference. As long as I have the stock and I use the money that I had to purchase the stock, then I'm pretty satisfied because this is something that I plan on holding for the long term. I'm talking 10 plus years into the future. And if you're new here, my investing strategy is pretty much DCA, dollar cost averaging. That just means whenever I have cash to invest that is actually cash that I can use and that isn't reserved for anything else, then I simply just spend that on Tesla stock whenever I have a chance. However, I did make the point that it has to be cash that is not reserved for something else. So that would be referencing what I've been discussing lately, which is me talking about how maybe over the next couple of months, I may not be able to buy as much Tesla stock as I usually would be able to, just because of the fact that I have to worry about taxes in April of 2021. So I'm trying to focus on that ahead of time and keep it in my eyesight just a little bit so I can make sure that I get that payment paid for by the time that it's due. So like I said, if I do kind of get a little bit more reserved on my purchases for Tesla stock over these next couple of months, then that's kind of the explanation for it. But just regarding my justification for this, as I said in Friday's video when we got the announcement of the delivery numbers for Tesla, that was a day where we actually got like a 7% drop in the stock market for Tesla stock, and it was on a day where we actually got really good news for Tesla stock. It was the record all-time greatest quarter for Tesla in terms of deliveries and things like that. So not only did it beat the previous third quarter of 2019, but it even beat the fourth quarter of 2019 as well. It beat every other previous quarter, so it's a personal record for Tesla in terms of deliveries. So this was definitely something to celebrate. I believe it beat expectations in terms of like the general consensus of 135,000 units. As you know, Tesla neared almost 140,000 deliveries, so they beat expectations. It was also a personal record for Tesla. Tesla, yet we had a 7% drop for that day. And that was because, of course, the Rona news and things like that. And then also the fact that it was on a Friday as well. So you had a combination between a few different factors in which like the general stock market was red. And as I've reiterated in many videos, Tesla tends to be the one that takes a bigger hit on the general stock market red days. So I actually took advantage of this on Friday and bought a little bit. And then I also bought some today. Now keep in mind, mainly the reason that I didn't invest on Friday was just because I wanted to think about it a little bit more. As I've said, I have to gradually save up some money for tax time in April. So I'm trying to be careful with that, but also using money when I can and when it's not too big of a risk in terms of jeopardizing my tax payment. But also just to address some of my justification for why I'm still purchasing the stock at its current share price of around $422. Like I said, I spent $429, I believe. But anyways, just addressing why I'm still buying the stock at the current share price. If you've kept up with the channel previously, you likely already have a pretty good idea of this. But as I've stated in previous videos, I really just don't see any other level of competition at Tesla's level currently. And I don't see that happening anytime soon, with Tesla having advantages in many factors such as battery technology, software, autonomy, and even with their impressive level of optimization. It's just really difficult for me to see a company in the future, whether it's an auto company or another company in general that is not even Tesla's competitor. It's pretty difficult for me to see a company coming into the scene in the future that is at the level of Tesla's efficiency and also just their mindset. As I've stated, I just don't think any other company can compete at Tesla's level, especially as they're now beginning to be able to scale their business even more, in which a lot of the other startups that are actually kind of similar to Tesla, and I don't mean similar as in like similar levels of technology and things like that, but just similar in terms of that type of market. So like with some of the EV startups, they're not at Tesla's level in terms of scale. So even if they were at Tesla's level in terms of battery technology, software, and autonomy, they still don't have the scale that Tesla has, with them creating gigafactories right now and likely going to be constructing more in the future and buying more land to do so. So as I've said previously, we have the gigafactory in Berlin being constructed, we have phase 2 being constructed for the Shanghai gigafactory, and then we also have the Texas gigafactory in Austin being constructed as well. So in the future, especially over this next year or two, Tesla is finally going to have more than 2 factories to work with, and they're going to be able to produce more vehicles at scale. And because of that, there will be some cost savings as well. But regardless, as I've said, I don't even see any other companies that exist right now that are not even Tesla's competitors that are able to do things like Tesla does. As I've stated in previous videos, I honestly can't really put a name or a category on Tesla in terms of what type of company are they. And I've stated that they can pretty much be any company that they want to be, considering how well built they are from the inside out in terms of having multiple teams. They have a huge emphasis on efficiency and cost savings. And then we also understand that they have a long-term vision with vertical integration and stuff like that, which is exactly what you want to see out of a growing company in its early stages. So in basic terms here, I'm saying that I don't even see a company currently at a similar level to Tesla in terms of their mindset, their business strategies, and then also their long-term perspective. So it's really nice to see Tesla have these advantages, not only in the EV category of the market, but also just in the business world in general as well. So this is something that I've never really seen out of many other companies previously, and I feel like Tesla is really paving the way here, not only in the EV business or the energy business or whatever business that their product is in that they're selling. I just simply think that in the future, whether it's old legacy businesses or future businesses that start to arise, I think they'll have a lot to learn from Tesla, because I think Tesla does things right and they do it the right way that is able to advance their cause much further into the future, as much as possible at least. So basically what I'm expecting out of Tesla in the future is for them to master full self-driving, utilize that in terms of the FSD package. Eventually they'll have robo-taxis, and then we'll have software as a service where people are able to pay for digital content or pay for a service every month. And that'll especially be relevant once autonomy is perfected, because if you really think about it, in the future, once you no longer have to drive, there's going to be other things you'll want to do in your vehicle, whether that's related to your work or whether it's related to school, or if it's just simply for entertainment purposes as well. You're going to want to do something in your vehicle that is not related to driving now that driving is handled for you. So with that, you'll be able to watch movies likely, you'll be able to play games, listen to music, do anything that you want to do in the vehicle that is related to that screen. And they're likely going to capitalize on that heavily by offering a lot of services, offering a lot of digital content that you can purchase on top of the FSD package or whatever it will cost you to rent a Tesla robo robo-taxi in the future. So you have to keep in mind, of course, the possible revenue in the future, not only just from buying the Tesla vehicle, but also the autonomy package, the infotainment content, and many other ways that Tesla can utilize the vehicle and their software to earn money into the future. And the important thing is that their revenue isn't solely based on the physical product. There's a digital component as well, which is something that a lot of these other competitors and companies just simply don't have. And if they do have it, it's not at the level of Tesla where it's actually worth buying over a Tesla, at least in my opinion. So in the future, I expect Tesla to dominate or at least have a large position in the autonomy market. I expect them to dominate the EV market, especially considering all of the advantages that they have currently. As long as they can maintain this lead, I think they'll be perfectly fine. However, at this rate, I think that Tesla will not only maintain their lead, but advance it even further because they just simply conduct their business in a very different way than every other automaker out there, every other company out there. Tesla is just very different in my opinion. So just considering their business model and the way that they look at things, I don't see Tesla losing their lead, but I actually see them gaining their lead much further into the future. So I see a lot of advantages not only in Tesla's core technology, but just the way they conduct their business. And that goes right back onto what we mentioned at the beginning of the video with their mindset, their long-term perspective, and all of those things, efficiency and stuff like that. So in this video, I just wanted to discuss some of my justification for why I'm still buying Tesla stock at this current share price. Yes, I've addressed this before. I realize that Tesla stock is still at a premium, and it's at a premium because it's factoring in many things into the future like autonomy and the other things that we discussed, such as the software and battery advantages that will give Tesla a strong foothold in the EV industry in the future. However, I think this trend will continue. I just don't see Tesla failing at this point. I think Tesla will dominate the EV market, and only time will tell on this, but I think this is something that we'll likely see. And then I also think Tesla will have a big foothold in the energy industry as well, in addition to some other product line markets also, like with the HVAC system that was recently confirmed on Twitter by Elon Musk. So a lot of things to look forward to in the future in terms of this company. That's one of the main reasons why I really like investing in it also, just because it's an interesting company. There's a lot going on, there's a lot to look forward to, and it's honestly also just never boring with Tesla. So anyways, I just wanted to share some of my perspective on Tesla stock, some of my justification and reasoning. So as always, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, you can get one free stock valued up to $1,600. To get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. And keep in mind, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stock. So it's basically just nice passive income with minimal effort, and it also helps support the channel as well, in which I'll get some free stocks. But anyways, just want to let y'all know about that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.